Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Frederik Today. I'm your host, Frederik van Leerde. On this show, we dive into the realities of entrepreneurship and leadership, cutting through the noise to bring you insights that really matter. Today's topic, what's the one early-stage mistake that can silently kill your startup? Spoiler alert, it's not running out of money. Before we dive in, check the description for a breakdown of today's sections. You can jump to your favorite part if you're short on time, but trust me, this is one conversation you won't want to miss. When we think about why startups fail, it's easy to picture the big, dramatic crashes. Running out of cash, a botched product launch, a social media scandal. But the truth is, most startups don't implode spectacularly. They quietly fall apart because of one subtle, insidious mistake: losing focus. Focus is the backbone of any startup's momentum. Without it, things drift. Teams scatter, resources get wasted, and before you know it, the runway is gone and there's nothing to show for it. So today, we're going to dissect this silent killer, why it's so dangerous, how to recognize the signs, and most importantly, how to stop it before it takes your business down. Let's kick things off by talking about why focus is so critical, especially for early-stage startups. Picture this, you've got limited time, money, and people. Every shiny new opportunity that pulls you away from your core mission is like a slow leak in a boat. At first, it's manageable, but if you don't patch it up, it sinks you. When you lose focus, momentum dies. Your team's energy fractures, and even your customers start to feel it. They can't figure out what makes your product special anymore, and guess what? If they're confused, they're not buying. The result? A slow but steady unraveling of everything you've worked so hard to build. So, how does this loss of focus actually happen? Let me paint you a few scenarios. First, there's the trap of chasing too many opportunities. It's tempting, right? You see a new market or a feature idea, and you think, this could be it. But instead of growth, what you often end up with is distraction. Take Quibi, for example. They tried to cater to everyone instead of nailing down a specific audience. They spent nearly $2 billion and still failed to connect with any group. Then, there's pivoting too often or too early. Now, I'm all for adapting when things don't work, but constant pivots without real data? That's just running in circles. And finally, there's mismanaging feedback. Listening to customers is important, but trying to please everyone? That's how you dilute your product and lose your core audience. Does any of this sound familiar? If so, don't panic. We're getting to the solutions. Before focus completely derails your startup, there are always warning signs. Here are a few red flags to keep on your radar. You're saying yes to everything, but nothing is getting done. Your team is constantly confused about priorities. Your value proposition feels fuzzy. Progress has stalled. You're busy, but you're not hitting meaningful milestones. If any of these hit a little too close to home, it's time to course correct. All right, now for the good stuff. How to safeguard your startup from losing focus. 1. Define your North Star. Your North Star is the mission or goal that guides everything you do. For example, Airbnb's North Star was simple: help people book affordable, unique accommodations. It kept them laser-focused. Write down your North Star. Make it visible to your team, and most importantly, use it as a filter for every decision. 2. Ruthlessly prioritize. Instagram started as a check-in app, but quickly realized their photo-sharing feature was the real goldmine. They stripped everything else away, focused on that one thing, and the rest is history. When in doubt, ask yourself, does this align with our mission and move us forward? 3. Set clear milestones. Slack didn't become a billion-dollar company overnight. They focused on small, achievable goals. One feature, one user group, one milestone at a time. Progress creates momentum. Momentum builds success. 4. Protect your core audience. Tesla didn't try to sell electric cars to everyone right away. They focused on early adopters, refined their product, and used that foundation to scale. Who is your core audience? Focus on them. Serve them well. Expansion can come later. Here's the bottom line. Running out of cash might kill your startup fast, but losing focus? That's the slow, silent death. The early days of a startup are fragile. Distractions are everywhere. But if you stay disciplined, define your North Star, prioritize ruthlessly, and commit to your core mission, you'll build the momentum you need to succeed. The best startups aren't the busiest, they're the most focused. So take a moment and ask yourself, Are you staying laser focused on what truly matters? The answer could be the difference between thriving and fading away. Thanks for tuning in to Frederik Today. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to check the description for the breakdown of topics and jump to your favorite parts. And if you're serious about making your startup a success, you'll want to stick around for more episodes. Hit that follow button and let's build something amazing together. See you next time.